Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. So we still have some areas we are watching. We've had this area that kind of popped up into the southern Gulf of Mexico. Very disorganized. We'll talk about that in a second. But we also have Tropical Storm Philippe, and then we also have Invest 91, which worked its way off the coast of Africa over the weekend. That looks fairly promising that will become our next tropical system as we go through this week. But first up, here's that area into the southern Gulf of Mexico, and you can tell just by the satellite. Very disorganized. This is actually a trough of low pressure right through here, and what it's really going to do is help to enhance the showers and the storms over Florida over the next several days, and that's actually some welcome news because we're well behind on the rainfall across central Florida. We need the rain, and this is a good way to get it with just a very disorganized area, just a lot of tropical moisture just kind of stringing up into the Gulf of Mexico. So this is going to drift onto the west over the next couple of days. So it would be moving away from us anyway, and the likelihood of this developing is really pretty low. You see it's at about 10%, and actually as it continues to work its way towards the west, conditions are just going to become more unfavorable to develop. So wind shear will be picking up over this system. That's why we say it has a very short window to develop because conditions will just continue to become unfavorable with this over the next several days. Tropical Storm Philippe out into the central Atlantic, and when you look at the satellite on this, you can tell something's not quite straight with this because you see here's the icon. You see all the clouds. They're all sitting on that eastern side of the storm. This has been dealing with a lot of strong wind shear, and that wind shear will continue with this system. So the prospects for this storm, not a whole lot, not very bright with this because it will just continue to be dealing with that wind shear over the next several days. So we hold that wind right around 50 miles per hour, working its way towards the northwest. And then you see as we get into this area, we'll just kind of reevaluate as we head towards the weekend. So here's a kind of a wide view with the Fox model. You're looking at Philippe. You can see not very well organized in that Invest 91. And watch, as we head through the week, you really don't see a whole lot of development with Philippe. Looks like it stays fairly disorganized, and you continue to see just some slow development with this next area, which quite likely becomes our next tropical depression or tropical storm as we go through the next couple of days. We'll keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.